channel.
What it do, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Iron Rounds. And today we are continuing on our assassin slash hit person tournament. We have Lorraine Wrongton, hopefully I'm saying that right, from the Atomic Blonde film, going mano a mano, toe to toe against Leon from Leon the Professional film. And usually we do 3 rounds. First round is a range, second round is close up, and third round is get it done. And as always, if you guys enjoy our content, you know what you can do? You can share, like, and subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's move on. All right, so for round 1, range. So let's start off with Lorraine Wrongton. Lorraine Wrongton, well, there isn't a lot of examples where she shows range-wise, but let's make the few that she does. There was one instance where she finally catches up to David and shoots him from a distance. That's still a range shot, which shows that she executed it perfectly and got him down when she needed to. So yes, there is some argument to say that she can shoot from afar pretty well. And then there's that other quick draw situation in the hotel where she shot 3 guys in a matter of like a second or a minute. Like, she was really impressive with that. She got 3 guys down in a matter of a minute. Like, it was really impressive before she hid behind a couch. And finally, let's make the other argument, which is the moment in the hotel where she's using a human shield and she takes out 2 guys. And even after that, she manages to, the boss has the upper advantage. It's bullet to bullet. He has her behind and she turns around and she manages to take him out before he could take her out. He misses and she nails him. So there is the argument to be said that Lorraine Wrongton's shooting skills and marksman skills when it comes to range would be a deadly force to be reckoned with. That being said, there isn't a lot of moments and arguments you can say throughout her part in the film where she uses range. She does have a great hindsight and great sight to be able to see certain things with precision, but not a lot of range marksman skill shots. Now Leon. Now you're probably thinking, well, Leon doesn't really show a lot of range moments in the film. He's much more of like get close and surprise sneak attack moves. But if you remember correctly, when he is teaching Matilda, that's right, when he's teaching Matilda, using a sniper rifle, he explains to her the basics. You know, he's teaching her what to focus on, what details to do in order to get her shot, and she manages to nail. She's a kid. And Leon explains, first you start with the sniper, and then you get to use, when you're finally at your final end of professionalism, you use a blade as a hand-to-hand combat fight moment. So Leon has proven that he started off from range before he got close up, proving that it must have taken him some time to be able to master the sniper before he got to be able to get close into your face. Because to them, this is considered amateur. So I would say that because he's able to use a sniper rifle, or he's explained that he has been able to get to where he is today, I do believe that he is something to be reckoned with. Even though it doesn't show in the film when he shows his distance and range shots, still, it does prove that his skills has, over the years, made him from sniper to close-up hitman. So between the two, who would win? Though Lorraine might have the faster draw in this some sense, yeah, because of Leon's skills alone from living for so long and being able to survive for so long and be able to master the sniper first before he mastered anything else, I do believe range-wise, Lorraine doesn't have a shot taking Leon down, especially if he uses the shadow to his favor in the dark. He could probably just get one clean shot out of her and boom. And that's the end of the story on that end. So I'm going to give this round to Leon the Professional. All right, round 2, close up. Well, let's talk about Lorraine. Lorraine, I'm going to probably put a quote from the Wick franchise, is an intense focus. Her intense focus makes her aware of her surroundings, being aware to get the upper advantage and seeing someone getting the drop on her. She is intensely focused. On top of that, she has a high tolerance for pain. I mean, she took a beating. There was I think like a 10-minute scene where she is just fighting nonstop. All these multiple men coming into one room trying to take out this guy who has like who has a secret watch or something like that. And they're trying to gather the information and trying to steal this watch from him. And Lorraine protects him throughout the whole time using weapons out of nowhere, using her own hands, using guns. I mean, the woman just keeps going and going and going. So yeah, can I say that she can handle herself? Yeah, she can. And let's not forget the hand-to-hand combat she has shown throughout the whole film. She showed that she can take one beating along with bringing it back to someone. Even people that are tougher than her, who think they're tougher than her as an opponent, she manages to make them look like rookies. People who are skilled like police officers and stuff, she makes them look like amateurs. So I will say that Lorraine, when it comes to hand-to-hand, even if she didn't have her gun, and she can take somebody out with a gun. If she has a gun in her hand, bam, it's done. But even without the gun, she can take you out using improvisation and her own bare fist to do it. That being said, there are scenes in the movie where she is being choked out by somebody a little bit bigger than her, tougher than her, and that she can disarm you or put you down for a moment, but at the same time, if someone executes that properly, she could be put out or put in a weakened state, and that's something to consider. Now, Leon, what he lacks in showing his fighting skill, he does show in his impressive surprise element sneak attacks. If in the beginning of the film, there's one moment where he ties a man up with using like a wire to hang him, and he doesn't see it coming. Okay, so there's that. There's another incident in the movie where he goes into a police station. That's right, a police station in 10 minutes and comes out. The cab driver timed him. So yeah, it shows that he took out a bunch of guys, beat the holy crap out of whoever was in his way, and then he caught back with the little girl. So yeah, Leon, when it comes to surprise element attacks, he's pretty much in the favor of that. On top of that, I remember the last hurrah he had, he uses a grenade to blow up Gary Coleman's character, the villain. So yeah, Leon knows how to surprise somebody when he needs to in a moment's notice. Now, the reason I mention this is because there is an argument to be said that David was a Two-Face, and Lorraine didn't know until much later that he was a Two-Face. So surprise element attack is something to be considered. But of course, Leon, again, I made the argument, hasn't shown his hand-to-hand skills. So he's only known to be used for familiarity, like weapons. He can do things with weapons, but hand-to-hand, he didn't get a chance to really show his skills on that. Blades and guns, he's got it. But as far as without it, hard to say. So between the two, who would win? I'm going to give this round to Lorraine. Lorraine is deadly with a weapon. Lorraine's deadly without a weapon. Lorraine has a high tolerance of pain. Lorraine knows how to improvise. There's just so many things that where Leon might have an advantage here and there with surprise elements. If Lorraine sees it coming, it's over. Like, that's it. If there's a hand-to-hand combat, she's going to beat you, and I think she's going to outbeat Leon in this fight and then move on to the next round in this essence, if that be the case. But for now, she wins this round. All right, so let's talk about round 3. Get it done. Lorraine. Now, there is an argument where she did get beat by this one, I don't know if he was German or Russian or whatever. He was a blonde guy, and she managed to jam keys into him, but he manages to choke her and then put her down and then drop kick her out of like a film a sheet. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, he managed to drop kick her out. So she does have some moments where she can be taken advantage of. That being said, Lorraine, she just has a lot more going for her. I mean, she knows how to manage to drive a car in impressive speed. She knows how to use a weapon to her advantage. She knows how to fight somebody with her own bare fist. She knows how to take pain. She knows how to think on her feet. She knows how to use a weapon. I mean, the woman has shown that her skills just is more, there's just more to her, what comes with vast knowledge than Leon. Sorry to say, because Leon is great, but let's be realistic. Leon is somewhat educational. He may be self-taught or maybe learned from someone here and there, but he's not as smart as Lorraine is. And we could say that because Lorraine showed throughout the movie her intelligence, and she's MI6, so you gotta give her credit. She's from a government agency, or from a British spy intelligence agency, which means she obviously has some much more upper advantage in skills and knowledge than Leon does in these type of circumstances. But don't count Leon out. As long as he's got a weapon in his hand, he will take you out. I mean, the guy showed he could take out an entire SWAT team. He got the last laugh against the guy who put him out. Leon shows that he's clever in his own way, and he could use a lot of things to his element when it comes to somebody taking advantage of him or having the upper advantage against him. Leon does stick on his feet. He's also pretty smart himself. He's overly cautious and paranoid, so he does use some of that to his advantage and during a circumstances going against in his job. Not to mention, Leon is an impressive marksman. So if he manages to get the shot in, he might be able to take Lorraine out pretty easily with a quick speed shot. He could. But again, the argument can be said that he's never faced quite a foe like Lorraine. So ultimately, between the two, who would win this fight? I'm going to give this round to Lorraine. Because yes, Leon has taken out certain goons and stuff like that, but he's never taken on a professional himself. Okay, he actually got defeated by a police officer. If you remember, he was a detective or whatever. Gary Oldman's character, he was a detective. So technically, he lost to an amateur, somewhat amateur. Lorraine is no amateur. Lorraine is a professional and very intelligent. So going against someone like that, if you don't have a weapon to put her out, she will take you out with her fist. If she needs to improvise, she will improvise. But Leon isn't very equipped to handle someone with that type of skills, at least not that I'm aware of. So I'm going to give this round to Lorraine Bronte. And as always, no person, if you guys like my argument, you know what you can do. You can go on TikTok and you can vote for Lorraine to move on to the next round. But if you guys don't like my argument, you know what you can do. You can vote for Leon to move on, and he will move on to the next round. As always, no person, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.